right, everyone, hello. Welcome back to Drink the Movies. I am Brian, and I am here with my Flaviar Airlines Whiskey Advent Calendar. We are back for day 2. It is pretty exciting. So, yesterday we broke into the Advent Calendar, took a look at it, had our first whiskey, opened up our delicious first dram. That was pretty good. And we have another dram coming everyone's way today. So hopefully you enjoyed the first one. Hopefully you have some sort of fun Advent calendar. If there's a fun liquor or cocktail themed Advent calendar that we should know about, send it our way, because I'd like to check out some more of these. So today we're moving on. Let's just get right into it. HOU, I believe that stands for Houston. And I don't know if that's the actual airport codes. The first one was RUT. That was for Vermont, right? So today is HOU. That would be Houston, of course. And there is a Houston whiskey that I know of. So we'll see if that is what it is. Come on out of there. All right. Vial number 2, right here in hand. Set that gigantic box down. Today we have a rye whiskey number 2 right there. Come on, light, cooperate. All right, so we've got this. Let's see, it was rye whiskey. It is bottled in India, or distilled in Indiana, and finished and blended in Texas. Now, I've had several whiskeys actually here in the States that are distilled in Indiana, so that must be a popular thing to do, right? So get your base spirit there, and then finish it however you would like to finish it. So this is 44% by volume, 1 rye whiskey. Okay. And there we go, 50 milliliters. All right. There's your QR code if you want to check this one out, I guess, at some point. I don't know if that works or not, but try it out. All right, let's go ahead and get this into our glass. Now, I'm excited for a rye whiskey. I like ryes a lot. I like them in a Manhattan. I like them on their own. But I do find the spice to be a little much sometimes, especially if I want to try to have 2 or 3 drams in an evening. That spice can be a little bit too much. So I like things that are a little bit more on the subtle side, but we'll find out. We'll find out together. All right, let's take a look at the color here. Getting a nice color. It has a little bit of a haze to it almost. Let me see here. I should have gotten myself better prepared. Here we go. Now I can take a look at that a little better there. You can see the halo. It's looking a little hazy here from this side of the camera, but you get a nice and clear image of it right there. Very much like a golden, honey color. Not really a lot of amber notes. It looks a lot darker on video than it is here to my eyes, anyways. So let's go ahead and smell that. Okay, now that does not smell a lot like a rye. A little bit. It has a little bit of that rye spice. Think of you get a Reuben sandwich, right? And you get the rye bread there, and it's toasted, and you get kind of that aroma there of the rye. It's definitely that. It's not quite as spicy. Actually, I get a lot of warming, kind of like baking notes to it, caramel, toffee kind of a thing. Which is nice, probably from the barrel finishing that they're doing there in Texas. Okay, nice and sweet smelling. What did I say this was? 44%. Okay, 44%. Probably going to be a little bit sweeter, a little less dry. Yesterday's was 50%, right? So 44%. It's pretty modest for rye whiskey. Okay, that's nice. You get a little bit of the heat, kind of in the cheek there, but not too bad. This is actually really smooth. I feel like this would be good for a cocktail, or good to kind of sip on its own. It's very, it is very caramely on the tongue. It coated my tongue there after I swallowed. It was kind of weird. Yeah, very sugary, and caramely on the tongue. This is nice. This would be a really good entry level kind of whiskey, and not entry level in the fact that it's inexpensive necessarily. I don't know what it is yet. But it seems very approachable for people, especially if you're kind of on the edge of getting into something like a rye whiskey, because this has a little bit of the heat, has a little bit of that spicy kind of characteristic to it. But yeah, that sugary component there was really nice, really nice. Steal an extra sip there. Okay, let's get into this. What do we have here today? Flight number 2 from Houston. Okay, that is what I thought that it might be. This is the Sir Davis American Rye Whiskey finished in sherry casks. Okay, that is where that sugar is coming from, 100%. I love that. Sir Davis, fun fact, is Beyonce's whiskey. So I've had that before. I don't think I've had this one in particular, but short aside, my wife and I went to see Beyonce in New York, and we had club level seats. Somehow lucked into those, but in the bar they had cocktails that were made with Sir Davis with her whiskey in there. So I had a couple of those and a couple of cocktail preparations, but I don't think I had this specific one. So yeah, Sir Davis American Rye Whiskey finished in sherry casks. Now, I've looked for this a couple of times, but I haven't been able to find Sir Davis here at my local shops in North Carolina. So there is kind of the information on that. There is the little booklet if you want to pause and have a read on that. You certainly can. It has some notes from the brand here. Let's see what it says. This is straight from Beyonce. We have to read this. I've always been drawn to the power and confidence I feel when drinking quality whiskey and wanted to invite more people to experience that feeling. That makes sense, Beyonce, because this is delicious. Like I said, it's very approachable. I don't know what the price point is on this, but let's take a look at what the tasting notes have to say about it. 44%, 88 proof. Right. Okay, so this is saying cinnamon and orange. Yeah, I definitely can see some orange there. Very honey. Like I said, I tasted a lot of honey in this. Ginger, clove, raisin. I didn't really find it to be too raisiny for sure, but sugar and toffee, yeah, absolutely. Those were very prominent for me. Citrus and honey. I didn't taste much citrus here. Let's try that again. Cause why not? It's Christmas time. Yeah, maybe the honey is coming through a little bit here. You know, kind of warm it up from my hands a little bit, and that aroma is going to come out a little bit more. But yeah, I don't get a lot of the citrus notes, to be honest. But that's okay. I definitely tasted a lot of that orange, kind of sugary, kind of a thing, especially that you were going to be getting from sherry cask right there. That sugary, like I said, is just coating your tongue, just like a nice little pour of sherry might be after dinner. Think of that, right? You have a pour or a sherry or something like that after dinner. It's very viscous. It coats your tongue. That is exactly what this did as I swallowed it. This is very interesting, very, very drinkable, and probably something I would like to pick up a bottle of. So check that out. The Sir Davis American Rye Whiskey finished in sherry casks. So that is it. That is dram number 2, December 2nd. Happy December 2nd, everyone. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know if you've had this whiskey before. Let me know if there's another Sir Davis I should try. And then, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for day number 3. So thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Cheers. Check out drinkthemovies.com for more information on the podcast and all the stuff we do. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, I guess. This is YouTube. So, all right. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.